Okay, welcome to the 2017 Smoky Air Sailing Sports Class Contest. Okay, this is what it's all about. This is all your hard work and expensive travels and everything like that to get here, and here it is. This is what you're shooting for. Couple things. JJ's our CD this year. He's won the contest 4 times. Jimmy Hamilton is back for the umpteenth time. He's won it 4 times, and he's been inactive in contest flying for how many years? 11 years. So he's back. He had to only land out yesterday, so he's ready. What we have here at air sailing is 2.5 miles of runway, and it's all usable. Okay, got of course the big runway, the 7,500 feet of runway north-south, 2 parallel runways, one primarily used by the tow plane, but I saw a glider land on it yesterday with no problem. They're about 3,500 feet, and then we have the aux strip, or some call it the emergency strip, out here.
Well, not quite as strong a day as yesterday. If yesterday was strong thermals spread apart, hopefully with less strong thermals they'll be a little closer together.
But we're going to run you along the ridges, which is up the dark spin to Constancia. And if you want to go south, you probably get lift off of Peterson Ridge, same kind of lift. Primary will be same as yesterday, a modified assigned task, 2 hours, and a mandatory turn of Constancia, then you're on your own.
Mikey, you ready to rock this?
Ready.
Dude, there's a lot of room back here. Why do you think Luke took the back seat?
I did offer. I'll just throw that out there. I offered.
A little bit behind, please.
Just on the south edge of the non-dry lake that's got a bunch of water in it. And yesterday we didn't get a good thermal there. We got a little low, but then we just came back to the ridge and climbed up, and then we went down to Ranch Road. But on the way down we nicked 01, the turn point here, and then to Ranch Road, and then back into the hills on this side and got some lift, and went over to 09 again, and then let me see, so Flanagan, Ranch Road, 09, and then we went back down to Ranch Road, and then had a ton of altitude and flew 100 knots back to the finish.
Very good.
Thanks.
Good job. Okay, so Alon won the day, and did a great job, and let's have a few words to say how it went.
So, I think I kind of did the cop-out task. I figured out that ridge back here was the thing that was going good. And so my plan was to just get out to Costantia, get over to Flanagan, and then just run it back and forth. So that's pretty much what I did. I had a couple times when I had the Air Force guys mark me some really nice thermals right down here at the end. Went up really nice. That was great. Thank you. Although in the end I was early. So you can see I'm a couple minutes early, and so another one of those, do you go out and try to go to another long-term point or not? And I just ended up saying, I'm just going to go to the farthest edge of all of these little circles I can go to and see if I can make it up. So I got within a couple minutes, but that's pretty much what I did.
Is 8 Air Force here, Dave?
Yeah.
Tell us about your land out.
Sure. Yeah, so I was over at Constantia getting low. I scrapped there for probably an hour and a half trying to find stuff, and whenever I tried to push across the valley, I got shot down and had to turn around and come back. So 2 years ago, we had one of our Air Force girls actually land in a field that's just south of that highway. And when she landed there, it was awesome, freshly mowed grass, super smooth, great place to land. But when I was circling over it, I just didn't really see that, and I figured that was 2 years ago. A lot of stuff can change in a field in 2 years. So I elected instead to go to a crop circle that was north of the highway.
All right, JJ, got the task?
Everybody have a copy of the task?
You can see we're sending you down the street while they're dark. Nominal is 203, maximum's 289, and minimum's 131 for 3 hours. In case something happens, we have to fall back, we could do 2.5. Mineral peak now with 20 miles in Tiger. Tiger allows you a little dog leg for timing to get come in under 3 hours.
Ready to go. Okay, Fox can't be close and locked. Explorers close and locked.
Luco, canopy close and locked. Spoilers close and locked. Here's my rudder, ready to go.
Here's Hailing Pluto taking a runway 17, glider in tow.
Fox finish.
So Papa 9 won the day, got 1,000 points, and it was a good day. So Carrie, can you give us a little hint on how you did it?
Yeah, everybody always wants to know from the winner, what sort of magic elixir was used to get a winning score. So I'll tell you all in 2 words: handicap factor. For you guys with the high performance ships, see me after the meeting. I have a whole bag full of handicap factor. Basically, my mantra was don't thermal, and I was just fixated on bumping the clouds and running, and it got me into trouble towards the end. At about an hour 15, I could see it was all crap down there, but I couldn't turn because I needed the time, and I didn't want to go east. So I just kept going, and I saw nobody on course, absolutely nobody, until I saw Romeo Gulf heading north. I thought, oh, that's the only guy I've ever seen. Everybody's still ahead of me. They're still running. I mean, I can see people quite a ways on Florida, but nobody. So I kept going, and then about an hour 20, I saw a guy with no flarm over the top, maybe 2,000 feet higher. So I thought, well, he found a good lift. I'll keep going. And I kept going and hitting the sink and hitting the sink, and I'm going and I'm going and I'm going. Okay, my out are those clouds to the west in the valley. I'll take those. They didn't work. And it turned in an hour 35. And I'm getting 2 knots. I'm like, I'm not taking this. So now what am I going to do? So I head back to the high ground. I'm my conservative genes now were trying to wrestle control for my competitive genes, and they're saying, you need to find a place where you can bail out if you have to. Stop whining, ridge soar. So I got to the high ground, ridge soared until I hit the good lift, climbed up, and then followed the same strategy of trying not to thermal, except now my line was more to the east. Followed it. Tanked up the north of the Pine Nuts. I had air sailing at McCready too. Found lift over the Tesla factory, and Dr. McCready said, take the lift because you'll get faster time back. Okay, and now all of a sudden I realize something's not right because my Cambridge is telling me I have air sailing made. XC is telling me I'm well below final light. Like, okay, what's going on? I'm on my circling page, so I flipped to the assigned area task page and realized that it's sending me off to the east. I'm like, oh crap, I don't want to go east. But I was in 8 knots, so I just took it until I was 1500 over at McCready 6. And just bumped the clouds and bumped the clouds, and then turned back, and I lost 1300 of my 1500 margin, even though I slowed down. So thank goodness my conservative genes.
So you flew McCready 6, huh?
Yeah, part of the time.
All right.
There are times where I cranked it down to 3. It's a beautiful thing.
Cooking.
Brad Jackson.
Brad Jackson. Where are you from?
I live in South Lake Tahoe.
Okay. Have you ever flown over South Lake Tahoe in a glider?
Yeah, actually, about 20 years ago, I used to fly, and I got a bunch of altitude, and I flew into Emerald Bay, and then I flew back because South Lake Tahoe, that airport's gigantic, and so I knew I could, I did the math, I could fly in and fly back. So I flew back to South Lake, and I was still pretty high. I probably could have snuck over, back into Minden, but I didn't want to chance it. So I just got over by the airport and thermaled against the hill for a while, and then got a good thermal, and then I had plenty of room and just got over and went and flew some more at Minden, which is where I took off at. Well, 2 days ago was just crazy good. Everyone went real fast, and it was, I don't want to say it was easy, but it was real user friendly, I guess. But then yesterday it looked great, but we got really low. I think we were down to 7,000, maybe 7 something at the south end of the Pine Nuts. We weren't on the ridge. We were a little west from the ridge. We got really low, but there's a strip. We had a strip right there next to us. There's a little private strip. So that. That was real memorable because it took us forever to get a little thermal, and we barely got going. And then once we got, I don't know, 1,000 or 1,500 feet higher, then it was booming and we got going. But man, we scratched around forever. So that was real memorable. And then, you said we were ahead by 100 points, but the guy in second gained 90 points yesterday.
Yes.
He flew really good.
Yeah.
And we struggled, and we were thinking, gee, I wonder if everyone else is struggling, and we didn't see many planes on course, so it was kind of weird. So I was happy we made it, but yeah, he gained 90 points, so I mean, he could still zip in there.
He could.
He's a good pilot, so
yeah, he's
alpha.
Well, good luck to you.
All right, we'll need it.
So it was an interesting day, and everybody did a wonderful job with it. Thank God. Okay, so today we'll definitely be weather oriented, but we're still planning the barbecue at about 6 o'clock tonight, and we'll have a presentation of the winner, the trophy. Here it is. And shortly after we eat and we get all our scoring issues JJ?
Really good job yesterday. We got them all back. I think the Air Force is really to be congratulated with what you do with the knowledge, the 3 years. I don't think anybody's got more than 3 years cross country, right? I didn't come home on a regular basis for 10 years. What you guys do with the 3 years that you have, officers and cadets, is phenomenal, I think. I really do. But today you get the banquet tasks, 2 hours, start, watch the northern end of the start cylinder, because you are close to the TFR. You can climb out the top if you want, and then go. Rabbit with 1 mile, and then pick your own for a total of 2 hours. You can run triangles down in that valley, or you could go to the pine nuts and finish and come home for a banquet. Let's get everybody back for the banquet.
Turtle truth.
Locked. Brakes are locked, ready for takeoff. Air sailing, Bluto taking off runway 17, glider in tow.
I'm surprised somebody hasn't made airways like you have for a motorcycle.
Yeah. You know what that is?
I do know what
I didn't see anything out here burning.
JJ makes those, and
We get to the dirt runway.
If you have to,
that's in there. It's actually in there.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, it's included.
It's actually
Looking like it. There we go. Photo bombs.
Photo bombs.
All right. And the video is going, so go ahead and talk.
No.
There I was, thought I was gonna die.
And I was gonna die with him. It was gonna be a mass funeral on Rock Heath.
Okay. Air Sailing Sports Class Contest 2017. Who won?
Jim Lee.
All right. Congratulations. Who was second?
Thank you.
Self, Alan.
And Alon Adams?
Yes, Alan.
Okay. Third?
Carrie Richards.
All right. Any stories you'd like to tell?
Yeah, but it'd be language you don't want to hear.
Oh, come on.
There were good days and bad days,
Okay.
and today was pretty rough.
Today was
almost
a
as
tough
rough as
day.
it gets.
It was a rough day.
But there was wind and wave influence, and so at some places it would squash the lift, and other places it would accelerate it. So if you're in the right spot, you got a boomer, and if you weren't,
You
you were
were
crying.
tough. I mean, it felt like rotor down there on the ridge. That's what it felt like. It was so rough.
And then these little clouds out front of the ridge, you know, were those rotor clouds, do you think?
I think so.
It may have been.
Torn up?
Yeah, it may have been.
Sure weren't lit.
Yeah.
Did you get wet today?
I think I went up in something heating away.
And then I went,
Oh, yeah.
so I mean, I was there with you.
But we got the bad of the way, none the good. We got the huge down, but we're like, okay, where's the little, the thing we could run? We never got.
Oh, I got that. It was great. You didn't help me any because I lost it all.
Well, tell me again about the good day.
The good day.
Day before yesterday when you, was it day before yesterday when you won?
Oh, the good day. I mean, it was just
turn.
an awesome air sailing day. I just got high, got onto the pine nuts, and just I just kept pushing. I just push. I didn't stop unless I got 7 to 8 knots,
Okay.
which is really unusual for me to pass by 6 knot lift and to leave a thermal at 6 knots. I don't do that except here at air sailing.
And you won that day.
Yeah, killed it.
How did you skunk these gentlemen?
Did I skunk them?
Oh yeah, you won.
I was just abnormally aggressive.
Oh,
I had to kick up my speed the next day.
Yeah.
because of him?
Yeah.
All
Going too
right.
slow.
Okay.
Going too slow.
But you two are consistent.
I guess.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kinda
Wins.
turned out.
Consistency wins.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah,
enough. I don't know by how
that
much,
day,
but
first day.
But we have a very famous saying in New Jersey, if you make a mistake, be consistent.
Well, congratulations
Thank you,
and
thank you.
thank you for being in the video.
thank you very
Thank
much.
you.